So, you've got this creative dream, right? But you're also stuck in the 9 to 5 grind. Well, this explainer is for you. We're going to break down a system that can turn your side hustle from a stressful what if into a totally doable how-to. And the best part, you don't have to quit your day job to do it.
This feeling, so many of us know it all too well. You've got the passion, you've got these amazing ideas, but between the commute, the actual work, and just, well, life, it feels impossible to find the time and energy to create. But here's a thought. What if the whole problem isn't about finding more time?
Okay, first things first, let's put a name to this problem. We'll call it the creator trap. You know that feeling? Like everything, from the traffic jams to the power cuts to the cost of data, is basically designed to stop you in your tracks. But what if it's not? Look, this is not about some magic trick to find extra hours in the day. Spoiler alert, they don't exist. Instead, this is about a really smart, repeatable system that's built for the real world, especially if you're dealing with the unique hustle of a city like Lagos. We're talking low costs and small, consistent wins that build up into something huge.
All right, so where do we even begin? Well, surprisingly, it's not with your calendar or your to-do list. It actually starts with a huge mindset shift. This is the key that's going to unlock everything for you.
You know, most of us operate in what I'd call hope mode. We're just hoping for that free weekend or that quiet evening that, let's be real, never actually shows up. The big shift is moving from hope to design. This is where you take back control. You decide on one single clear outcome for the next 90 days, and then you just break it down into simple weekly chunks. It's that clarity that completely replaces the stress with focused action.
Okay, this is brilliant. This is where you actually turn your limitations into your biggest strengths. So instead of getting frustrated about high data costs, you just schedule your uploads for when the rates are cheaper at night. Simple. Worried about power cuts? No problem. You just draft all your ideas offline right on your phone. See what's happening here? You're building a workflow that works with your environment, not against it.
Okay, now we're getting to the real engine of this whole thing. It's a super simple 3-part formula that gives you the structure you need to balance your job and your creative work, all without burning out.
So what is it? It's simple. Plan, produce, and protect. You plan on Sunday for just 20 minutes, so your week is totally mapped out. No more guessing. You produce your content in smart batches. This is a game changer for saving time. And, maybe the most important part, you protect your energy. That means getting enough sleep and taking a real day off. Because let's face it, you can't be consistent if you're running on empty.
All right, so that's the theory. But what does this actually look like day to day? Let's get tactical. Here's your weekly blueprint.
Now have a look at this. This schedule just completely removes the guesswork from your week. And notice what's not on here. Working all day, every day. The real heavy lifting. It happens in just 2 focused, 90-minute power sessions. That's it. The rest of it is just small, smart blocks of time for planning and admin. This is the definition of working smart, not hard. Okay, but what are you supposed to make during those power sessions? How do you beat that dreaded blank page feeling? Well, you don't start from scratch. You start with proven content formulas, just like these. They give you a ready-made structure, so all you have to do is focus on adding your own unique voice and ideas. No more reinventing the wheel every single week.
And this right here, this is your secret weapon, your superpower. It's all about relevance. So you might take one of those global formulas, but you make it powerful by localizing it. Talk about prices in Naira, mention the Danfo buses, talk about local payment methods. When your audience feels like you get them, like you see their world, they don't just watch, they connect, and they'll keep coming back.
All right, so let's say you're doing it. You're being consistent, you're making great, relevant stuff. Awesome. But how do we get paid? How do we turn all this effort into actual income? Let's dive into monetization.
So the golden rule here is to never rely on just one source of income. You need to build what's called a monetization stack. This just means you're combining a few different money streams. You've got your ad revenue, right? Things like RPM, which is what you earn per 1,000 views. Then you add in affiliate commissions for products you actually use and love. Maybe you offer a small service, like a script review. And down the line, you start selling your own digital products like templates. It's this mix that gives you real stability. And look, this isn't just some abstract theory. Let's talk about a real person. Let's talk about Ada. She has a super demanding bank job in Lagos. She took this exact system and ran with it. She committed to just 2 power blocks a week. That's it. And she used them to create these awesome little review videos of street food vendors right near her office.
So what happened? Well, after only 4 weeks of being consistent, one of her videos just exploded. It hit 40,000 views. And from a super simple tools I use page that she managed in that little 30-minute admin block on Saturdays, she made 85,000 Naira in affiliate earnings in 4 weeks. That's what happens when a system meets consistency.
Okay, so you've seen the mindset shift. You've seen the 3-layer plan. You've even seen real-world proof that this thing actually works. You're probably feeling pretty motivated right now. So what do you do today? Let's map out your very first 30 days.
Here it is, your simple 4-week sprint to get you started. Week 1, your only goal is to plan your focus and publish one thing. That's it. Just get something out there. That's the win. Week 2, you bring in a batch day and you create a simple Tools I Use page. Week 3, you launch a little lead magnet. And by week 4, can you believe it, you're already shipping a small paid offer, like a template. See how fast that momentum builds?
Now, listen up, because this might be the single most important piece of advice in this entire thing. When you hit a wall, when you feel that resistance creeping in, do not skip your scheduled time. Instead, just cut the scope. Make the task smaller. So instead of shooting for 30 minutes, shoot for 10. Instead of writing a full script, just write one paragraph. Why? Because consistency always beats hype. Showing up is the real victory.
And finally, as you get started on this journey, just be aware of a few common pitfalls. These are the things that can really trip you up. First, don't chase a million ideas at once. Pick one thing and stick with it for 90 days. Don't try to edit at midnight when you're exhausted. Seriously, your work will suffer and so will you. And please, please, please stay away from any of those buy views scams. They will kill the trust you're working so hard to build.
So, there you have it, the full blueprint, a system that's not for some ideal world, but for your reality. Your 30-day sprint, it starts now, so there's really only one question left to ask: what will you create?